welcome to Black Girl Nerds Talks. I am Shenee and
And I'm Liz, the movie girl.
Liz the movie girl. Okay, so today we're talking about X-Men.
Yes.
So X-Men Apocalypse came out last week, 2 weeks ago?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I don't know, but we're just getting around to talking about it. And so I actually just saw it literally 2 hours ago. I wanted to take a nap after because I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
That was exhausting.
Just saw it. I saw it the weekend.
I just saw it.
It had to have been, I think it was Memorial Day weekend.
It was,
around
yeah.
that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, we'll talk about that. Who wants to start? You start.
Okay, so let me start by saying I am a X-Men fangirl. Like, X-Men is what was my introduction into being nerdy or liking comic books. Like, I didn't know what that was, but X-Men was that for me.
Yeah.
And specifically because of the animated series, I was growing up in the time and it just was so good. Like, I was so nerdy about.
Every time I hear it, I get shivers.
Yes. So that is X-Men to me is just so top. Like, I always feel like I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt because it's my favorite.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if I should start with what I liked about it.
We'll start with what we like first.
Okay, because I don't want to just bash this movie. Okay. But so I loved the look of the film. Maybe I don't know how people felt about it, but I loved it because it was just giving me again the animated series vibes. Because the animated series is very 90s, like early 90s look. Mm-hmm. And just being set in the 80s, I was just really getting those vibes, the colors, just all of that. I was down for it. I loved the look.
I agree.
Quicksilver still was my favorite character. I loved the scene he was in. I just thought that was well done. I love that character. I'm down for that character. Nightcrawler was really good.
How great! He really captured. The one in X2 was that Alan Cummings, right?
Mm-hmm.
He did such a good job. I loved him.
I really liked that whole thing. I was down for it. He did a great job. So Quicksilver, Nightcrawler, I felt that they always give Magneto a very compelling story. Yeah. And again, his story was very compelling and very heart-wrenching, and just even more adds to why he would do the things that he does.
Right.
So I thought that was an interesting storyline and pretty well done. And I liked seeing the school full of. I mean, I always like seeing the school, and I liked seeing the school.
And that's it. All right, I'll do mine. I actually liked. I liked the kids. Actually, I really liked. I think it's Ty. Was it Ty Sheridan or something? I don't know what his name is. Who played Cyclops? I think he really captured sort of the energy of that character better than I think James Marsden did, because the comics, he's kind of like a wannabe sort of preppy, gorgeous dude, but he's kind of a loser in the comics. Yeah. And that really didn't get across in the previous movies because he was just sort of like this pretty, like James Marsden, that's an actor that makes that type of dynamic kind of hard because he's so beautiful. But I thought that he was just really, and they were all giving me he was very 80s, his look, his shoes, I just thought that he was really good. I liked Nightcrawler. I even liked Jean Grey, which I know is kind of controversial, although I feel like people really from what I've heard, they liked her because she's got those eyes.
I liked her.
Yeah, she's got those eyes that sort of I don't know what's going on, which is sort of frustrating in Game of Thrones, that look she gives.
But that's Jean Grey all the way. But
that's Jean Grey, absolutely. Yeah. So I thought, so I really liked the new casting. That really made me excited, especially at the very end where they had them sort of standing together. I was like, okay, this I love. I just liked seeing them together. I liked the way Storm looked. but she wasn't really given much to do. But I loved her look. I loved that she was African. That made me extremely happy. Like, obviously, like bringing that back to it. So I liked that. So that was my main thing that I liked about the movie. Like, everything else, we'll talk about that. But I just really liked the new casting. I thought the whole group looked really good. I especially liked Nightcrawler. I thought he just, like, nailed it. Just like the way he spoke, the way he stood, and his powers looked really good. So that's what I liked. So I liked, for me, that was the best part of the whole movie, was just like the new set. And I'll talk about later how I felt like the extra characters, I just wish they would have taken them out. Like, I just wanted to see the kids just like go, you know what I mean, and like do their thing with the professor. Like, that's what I felt like I wanted more than all this extra crap. Like, all this extra crap, I was like, what? Like, anyway, we'll talk about that later. But I think that's what I really loved, was I just liked the new casting, and I hope that sticks. I think the movie did well enough for those characters to stick around, right? I don't know the numbers, but we'll see.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
So, I guess, are we getting into what we
so now let's talk about what we disliked.
So...
disappointment.